Under the Badaam Tree, written by Tapati Day, published in the year 2005. By now, reams of poetry have gone in praise of the Badaam tree situated inside our compound. Even before the construction of our house had begun, my father had planted a woodnut seed there, saying that it would provide a good shade from the westbound sun in the summer once it grows. How prophetic he was! It soon assumed the role of a landmark for all who visit us, a first-timer or a regular visitor, as there is no such tree in the lane. Seasons changed and we admired the transition of nature time and again. Everyone had a word of praise for this majestic tree. During the IRDP work, when the greenery of the city was being mercilessly hacked, this tree stood a testimony to time, and we thanked God that its strategic placement inside the compound wall made all the difference. It provided a shade to all passers-by, to the bovine community, and also the coochie-coos. No doubt, the animals do leave the place a little too dirty, but it definitely shades them from the harsh summer sun. The old and feeble rest a while before they restart their journey ahead. Many squatters clank our gate for a glass of water. The garbage lifters and sweepers, who work less and squabble more, many a times we have to shoo them off. For the school right opposite, this is a waiting place for the parents and the auto rickshaws. During the fruit season, the good little ones make a beeline. एक बादाम दो ना, उसको मिला, मेरे को दो, and so on. I may be indiscreet to say, but when they pelt stones, the windows of the car and house both are victims of their frenzy and fury. The Sunday weekly bazaar sees many a vendor down there. They cart their load and reach to catch their spots and, if possible, snatch 40 wings before the market swells. Many a time, a battalion of army recruit goes on a route march on this way. Once, a new recruit almost fainted with fatigue right before our gate. The entire family marched out, one with a glass of plain water, one with a packet of electrol. Then, humble enquiries were made whether the soldier would like to have some tea or snacks. His instructor stretched him out under the shade of the tree, rested a while, and proceeded further. The tree has grown 20 years younger. A pair of young lovers were seen having a titty for quite a while and finally had to be told that they were a bit loud. Moments later, they vanished. The other day, some people from the Maharashtra State Electricity Board banged our gate to announce that the tree had grown quite high and would obstruct the electricity wires. So they needed to trim it a bit. My mother told them that they do the job with feeling, as the tree meant a lot to us. They nodded in affirmative, but mercilessly slaughtered the upper layer. Probably the beautiful green tree has suffered a shock. A part of it that grew towards the roadside is drying up. The length of the leaves of the other branches were slowly shortening. It is no more looks so majestic, yet it is desperately trying to hold ground. We do not learn from our mistakes ever. Any amount of poking sense into the heads of people who are responsible for defacing the city of its greenery does not work. Like the lovely palms of the Nagpur Garden Club on West High Court Road, I think this tree will also fade into oblivion. Thank you very much for listening. Now some of the words and their meaning. Even before the construction of our house had begun, my father had planted a wood nut seed there, saying that it would provide a good shade from the west-bound sun in the summer once it grows. How prophetic he was. Prophetic means saying correctly what will happen in the future. Seasons change and we admire the transition of nature time and again. Transition means a change from one state or form to another. During the IRDP work, when the greenery of the city was being mercilessly hacked, this tree stood a testimony to time. Hack means to cut something in a rough way with a tool such as a large knife. Testimony means an example of a spoken or written statement that something is true. It provided a shade to all passers-by, to the bovine community and also the Kuchi-Kus. Bovine means connected with cow. Many squatters clank our gate for a glass of water. Squatter means a person who lives in an empty building or area of land without the permission of the owner. The garbage lifters and sweepers who work less and squabble more, many a times we have to shoo them off. Shoo off means drive away by crying shoo. Squabble means to argue in a noisy way. I may be indiscreet to say. Indiscreet means not careful or polite in what you say or do. The tree has grown 20 years younger. A pair of young lovers were seen having a titty for quite a while and finally had to be told that they were a bit loud. Moments later, they vanished. Titty means a private conversation between two people. Thank you very much.